It would be wonderful to believe that everyone we deal with has good intentions, but the sad reality is that this is not always the case. People will sometimes pretend to be pleasant to us, and it is critical to understand the indicators of this conduct. Every one of us has met someone who appeared to be polite and friendly, perhaps even someone who complimented us, only to discover afterwards that he was only acting. Hello and welcome back to Zephyr, your daily dose of awesome content. In this video, we'll look at 10 common symptoms of imposters. Before you begin, make sure to subscribe to our channel and click the notification bell to receive notifications anytime we upload new videos. Also, if you want to earn some passive cash online while you sleep, make sure to click on the first link in the description. Without further ado, let's get started with the video. 1. Aggressive passive behavior. You'd be shocked how easy it is for certain people to be highly aggressive while remaining nice and friendly. This is known as passive-aggressive behavior, and it is one of the characteristics of a false person. This is especially typical among those who have suppressed their rage and wish to maintain their civility and sophistication. As a result, when they express their rage, they can only do so in a passive-aggressive manner. Someone paying you a compliment in a mocking manner is an example. 2. Fake modesty. The fake modesty pretends to downplay their achievements while gently talking about other more significant matters. A male might comment, "How annoying, all the girls in this club are staring at me and I can't relax." According to studies, it is actually preferable to totally gloat in certain cases. People value real bragging far more than humble bragging. 3. Crocodile tears. People who fake their emotions, usually displaying sadness or guilt, are referred to as crocodile tears. This is a regular occurrence among politicians, criminals, and well-known public figures, to name a few. How do we recognize crocodile tears? People who act out feelings like sorrow and sadness tend to exaggerate and appear unnatural. Furthermore, they frequently exhibit a wide range of varied and conflicting emotions during a conversation, which does not always make sense. For example, they may abruptly go from being sad to pleased for no obvious reason. 4. They always appear to have a hidden agenda. Many false people are usually pleasant and compassionate for a purpose. Most of the time, it's because they want something from you. This may not be noticeable at first, but they will gradually begin to direct the conversation towards their needs and desires in order to obtain something from you, so pay great attention if someone engages in this behavior with you. 5. They only show kindness to those in positions of power. Okay, this is a critical point, so pay attention. A major indicator of a false person is that they frequently only act favorably toward those in positions of authority. If you want to know what a man is like, look at how he treats his inferiors, not his equals, as the old adage goes. It is usually a good idea to judge someone based on how they treat those who are less fortunate or powerful than them. If their polite and friendly behavior appears to be focused just towards those in authority, that behavior is most likely not genuine and is merely an act with ulterior objectives. These are behaviors that are especially noticeable in public places such as restaurants, supermarkets, government offices, or interactions with any customer service. If you see a person who is generally nice to you behaving arrogantly in these situations, you are most likely dealing with a fake person. Obviously, there may be rare situations in which truly nice people who are driven to aggravation by a particular scenario lose their cool, but if this occurs frequently, be wary of the person you are dealing with. 6. They are slanderers. It is always simple to laugh at other people's expense, but if someone is putting other people down in order to get closer to you, you know deep down that this is not a person with whom you want to form a personal relationship. It is one thing to crack a joke now and then, but it is quite another to tear others down in order to appear cool in the eyes of someone else. This is bullying, and bullying is for losers. A winner does not need to mock others in order to value himself. As I indicated in the previous video, there are 2 ways to be successful. One is to build the tallest structure in town, and the other is to demolish all other buildings until ours is the only one left standing. You can probably guess which of the 2 approaches is more ethical. Fake people enjoy gossip, and may gossip in a charming way, perhaps acting with a false sense of care for others' misfortune. It can be difficult to spot this behavior at times, but pay attention and try to understand who you are dealing with, since the same person who is chatting with you about someone else behind his back today will, if given the chance, gossip about you behind your back tomorrow. 7. Unable to listen. True sincere people are always ready to pay attention, and if a topic is shallow to them, and they have no interest in it, they will tell you loud and clear. However, if the subject is important, regardless of what you're going through, genuine individuals who genuinely care about you will listen to what you have to say. Fake individuals, on the other hand, may struggle with this because they are typically very self-centered. To put it simply, if you don't talk about them, they won't talk to you. Fake people are skilled at acting the part, but they will do everything they can to influence and divert the topic to matters that are important to them. For example, you may be telling them about your struggles at school or at work, and instead of listening, they would interrupt and begin telling you a long story about their own personal experiences in this regard. 8. Ghosting. Ghosting is another common symptom of a fraudulent person. This is a common occurrence in romantic relationships, and it occurs when someone with whom you thought you had a strong relationship up until that point abruptly disappear, refusing to return your calls or messages. This conduct is most common when a relationship appears to be going well. The other person may appear lovely and polite at first, but then abruptly cuts you out of his life with no rational explanation. At this point, it is clear that his pleasant demeanor was not real. This person most likely suffers from insecurity and has merely used you out of personal vanity, or they enjoy feeling in charge and are using you to gratify their narcissistic inclinations. In any event, these people tend to have significant insecurity issues and are unlikely to contribute anything positive into your life, so you're better off without them. 9. Pretend to grin. Phony people are definitely more inclined to offer you a fake grin, but how can we tell the difference between a genuine and a fake smile? According to psychologists, a genuine grin nearly always employs more facial muscles. Specifically, look for wrinkles around the eyes. Obviously, if a 15-year-old smiles, you won't be able to see wrinkles around the eyes, but you get what I mean. Look at their eyes and how they react. A fake grin, on the other hand, is frequently achieved just by moving the muscles of the mouth. So pay attention to how the individual in front of you grins at you. 10. There aren't many of them. The final point is not a symptom of a fake person, but rather a means to convince you that these people are not as bad as you imagine. Unfortunately, few people know how to spot this type of imposter, which is why so many of them rise to power by expertly manipulating the most naive, frequently enticing them with false promises, and then backstabbing them after they have achieved their goal. So, tell us, have you ever met someone who seemed serious but turned out to be a liar? How did you handle them? Please let us know what you think by leaving a comment below. If you liked the video, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Also, don't forget to enable the notification bell, which will notify you whenever a new video is added to the channel. Have a wonderful day.